Here's a question for you. Are you being overdramatic? Do you ever remember as a kid just being told to stop overreacting or flying off the handle? You were basically having your feelings invalidated. Because at that point in time, whatever you were being dramatic about was obviously important to you, otherwise you wouldn't have been reacting in that way. So the problem with that is when you become an adult, it can just make you question your feelings. So if you're currently struggling with just feeling like you're being overdramatic with situations, it's time you thought about what that actually really means. So let me just give you a quick example. In a single day, your mood can be affected by so many different things. Some can be internal and some can be external as well. So here's some examples. So the food you eat, if you've drunk enough water, if you've had enough sleep, what type of interaction you've had with your mates or work colleagues, and any repeating negative thought patterns that you might have anyway. So say I've had less than 7 hours sleep, which is not great for me. Already sleep deprived, I wake up, take my dog out for his morning walk, get dragged down the road because there's a fox and he hates foxes. I then come home, put on the coffee, drink a gallon of coffee, so I'm highly caffeinated and jittery. I then open my laptop and I've got a million emails from tons of different people asking for lots of different things from me. You can guarantee that isn't a great start to a day, and that's going to make me feel slightly overwhelmed and not in the best of moods. So when I look back at that start to my day, was it my dog's fault for chasing the foxes? Not really, he hates foxes and they literally taunt him outside. Is it the fact that I just didn't get to bed early enough? That's a massive factor for me in what kind of day I have, is my sleep. Then I have loads of caffeine, it fires me up and makes me jittery. That can have an adverse effect as well. And then the lots of demands on me from work, obviously that's then going to be the icing on the cake to the start of my morning. So for that sort of day, my reactions, if they go unchecked, are going to be completely overloaded and then completely different to if I'd had a different start to my morning. So say I'd had an amazing night's sleep, gone to bed early, got a good 7-8 hours sleep, take my dog out, have a lovely gentle walk and the foxes don't bother him. Get back, have a litre of water, say, leave the coffee out. My emails will probably be the same, but my reaction to the emails will probably be a lot different. So literally just changing one factor in that story can make me have a whole completely different day. And it can just help me manage my emotions and my feelings completely differently. But the thing is, if you aren't that self-aware and you can't look back through your day in the different steps like I just did, and it shows what led you to the point that you're at, then why would you be aware? You would think that you're being completely dramatic and overreacting. But the truth of the matter is, it's just not true, is it? When you kind of dissect that part of your day, you can then see why you might have reacted that way, and it's completely normal. And even if you can't unpick your day and you're having continuous sort of negative thought patterns, that's not going to help you either. Those sort of thought patterns can accumulate over weeks and just come into one great big bang and make you feel awful on a day, and then it just might hit you out of nowhere. But just the realisation that your emotions change all day. You don't stay feeling the same all day. Different things impact you in different ways. And it's all part of the human experience to have ups and downs within your day. Nobody feels the same all day, and that's absolutely fine. But if you continually label yourself as being dramatic for having these sort of feelings and experiencing these mood changes, it can just add an extra layer of negativity. Everybody processes their emotions differently. And it's completely fine to want to get some understanding and some clarity on why you feel like this, particularly about your own individual experience. And that way it can just help you manage your feelings more intentionally, and it'll stop the self-doubt from creeping in and stop you second-guessing your emotions. Recognising and exploring these feelings is in itself a sign of self-awareness, so the thought that you actually even want to look into it, that's self-awareness. And it's not a sign of being dramatic or weakness. And the goal here isn't to end these changes in emotions either, because they're perfectly normal. It's to understand them, accept them, and just develop better ways of coping. And that way it can support your well-being and just help put you back in charge again. Let me know if that helps.